Visordown is in Sardinia. I've just spent the afternoon riding this Yamaha XSR900 Abarth. It's based on the XSR900. It's a collaboration with Abarth, hence the name. We know Yamaha's MT-09 is a good naked bike, lightweight, good triple engine, good value. So the XSR900 Abarth, a cafe racer, gets a head start by being essentially an MT-09 dressed up. It's a collaboration between Yamaha and car maker Abarth, which is why it's called what it's called. Only 695 are to be made, only 100 of those are coming to the UK, and 50 of those had already been reserved by the time of the press launch in Sardinia. The special edition has been given a carbon fibre body kit, including a single seat tail unit which tapers around the tail light, making it look a bit like an afterburner. It's got a carbon fibre fairing, very similar to the one on Yamaha's now discontinued XSR900 Racer. In fact, aside from the engine, the whole bike is quite reminiscent of the XSR900 Racer, with quite an extreme riding position thanks to the swallowtail handlebar. The exhaust is new and a Krapovich full system with stacked twin silencers. It gets rider aids from the base model XSR900, the kind of retro version of the MT-09, which means 3-level offable traction control and 3 riding modes altering the throttle response. It doesn't get the quick shifter of the latest MT-09, which has yet to filter down to the XSR. I'd say it's about 80% styling exercise, with any change to the riding experience deriving from the new riding position and the exhaust note. It's more prone even than sports bikes. You feel like Superman when he flies with his arms stretched out in front, and when you're in that position, the only thing to do is what Superman does, go fast. You almost don't notice the pins and needles in your hands. Yamaha says it's the, quote, most effective and powerful cafe racer on the market. It's probably the most powerful, with a claimed 115 horsepower. BMW's R9T Racer makes 110 and Triumph's Thruxton R 97. Is it the most effective? Maybe. It's a fantastic engine in there. Every time I try it, I'm surprised how good it is. The torque starts from very low down in the range, so you barely need to change down for corners. Just leave it in third. And it's got top end too. It just builds and takes off. I think it could have benefited from technical upgrades, so that it seems a bit more special. The new riding position, with the closer connection to the front end it gives you, highlights the softness of the MT-09 suspension, so you're aware of the dive as you brake hard. An Olin shock and fork cartridges are available as an optional extra on both this and the base model XSR. Why not put them on this as standard, just to make it feel a bit more exclusive? The twin 4-pot front brake caliper, they're good, but they lack the bite of the Thruxton R's Brembos. I suppose whether you think it's the most effective cafe racer on the market will depend on what you expect of a cafe racer. The Thruxton R, for example, has a more traditional air-cooled feel, even though it's liquid-cooled, where the XSR900 Abarth's engine feels modern. But anyway, the XSR900 Abarth does provide exhilarating performance with exceptional styling that is going to make it the focus of attention more or less anywhere you go. At $9,999, it's $1,700 more expensive than the base model XSR900 and $2,200 more than the MT-09. But it's still £2,000 cheaper than the Thruxton R, £700 cheaper than the base model Thruxton, and £775 cheaper than the R9T Racer. These cafe racers don't come cheap. As an Abarth collaboration with a corresponding car in the Abarth 695 XSR, it could even rise in value, you never know. Hurry though, there aren't many left.